Hello everyone. Yeah, so we'll be continuing with the number series PYQs. Okay, now let's see this one. This is from CSAT 2021. You can pause and try. Okay, now so it says find the value of x for this. Okay, now how do you do questions like this? What you need to see is first you see that is the series increasing, decreasing, or oscillating, that is changing its nature. Now if you see here, this is 2, then 7, then 22, then 67, 202. This is completely an increasing series. It is increasing throughout. So if this is an increasing series, you have a possibility of this may involve some plus, minus, or multiplication, or a mix of these three. Okay, if it comes out to be oscillating, that is it is increasing then decreasing, increasing then decreasing. So if it comes out to be oscillating, not a very correct term as per physics, but fine. So if it comes out to be oscillating like this, then you need to think in terms of odd even terms differently, that it may be a series in which odd terms follow a different pattern and even terms follow a different pattern. Okay, now this one is not like that. This one is simple plus minus multiplication. Now if both of these don't work, then you get to some other process that we learn about. If this also does not work, this also does not work, then what you get to, you get to something called step form. Probably we will get a question on step form. I think the next question will be on step form only. So in this video itself you will learn this process also. For now, this is an increasing series, so plus minus multiplication. Now second thing that you should always look is the difference changing slightly or it is changing drastically. So if you see 2 to 7 difference is 5, then 7 to 22 difference is 15, okay, then 22 to 67 if you see, so this is 65, 45. So can you see the difference is changing very drastically, correct? Now 67 to 202, this will be what, 202 minus 67. So this is 12 minus 7, 5, and this is 9. So 9 minus 6 is 3, 12. This is 9, 9 minus 6 is 3, and 2. So this is 135. 135, yes, correct. So this is difference of 135. Now, so this is clearly not a difference series or addition series in which it is varying just by the difference. This is not like that. But if you see this carefully, the difference, it is 5, then 5 into 3 15, then 15 into 3 45, 45 into 3 135. So what may be the pattern? The pattern is actually this multiplication by 3 you are able to identify. So then see, the pattern is actually into 3 plus 1. See, first one 2 into 3 6, 6 plus 1 7, 7 into 3 21, 21 plus 1 22, 22 into 3 66, 66 plus 1 67. The series is actually into 3 plus 1. Now what is that term? That term is 202. Now into 3 plus 1. 202 into 3 is 606, 606 plus 1 is equals to 607. So answer becomes C, that is 607. Understood? Simple. Now, yeah, let's see this question. So what it says, you can pause and try. This is 20, 10, 10, 15, 30, 75, x. Now, see, what is this 20, 10, 10, 15, 30, 75, x? So first thing is identifying what kind of series is this. As we learned, increasing, decreasing, or oscillating. Now, let's see this. So 20 to 10, so this is decreasing, then 10 to 10, this is same, then after this 10 to 15 increasing, 15 to 30 increasing, 30 to 75 increasing. So most probably if you ignore the first two terms, so usually what we do, we ignore the first term sometimes if it is of different nature. So we will ignore this term. Now can you see the series is constant then completely increasing, so this will also be considered a increasing series. Oscillating will be oscillating throughout, that is increasing then decreasing then increasing then decreasing, not like this, that for the first two terms it is decreasing then increasing. You won't have series like this. So this is considered as a increasing series. You can ignore the first term to identify the type of series. Now, if it is increasing, then you may think in terms of plus, minus, or multiplication. Now here, if you see the difference, so this difference is 10, then difference is 0, then plus 5, then 15. So difference does not make much sense here. Next thing, if difference is changing drastically, what you do? You think in terms of multiplication. If the difference between the terms is small, then what you do? Then if the difference between the terms is small, then you think in terms of plus or minus. But if the difference comes out to be very large or erratic, like you are getting here, following no such pattern, then you can think of multiplication. So here it is not following any patterns. Let's think in terms of multiplication. Ignore the first term again. Start from here and let's try to find out. So in multiplication, how do you go from 10 to 15? 10 से 15 कैसे पहुंचेंगे? Multiplication. So only possibility, of course, is into 1.5. Into 1.5 will take my 10 to 15. Then next will be 15 to 30. So this is into 2. Then 30 to 75. This is what, by the pattern only you can understand. 1.5 2. Next will be 2.5. Also it is satisfying. 30 into 2 is 60. 30 into 0.5 is 15. So 60 plus 15, 75. So the pattern will be same. Now let's backtrack it. The pattern should also follow for the backward numbers. Otherwise it's not the pattern. So this has to be multiplication by 1 and this has to be multiplication by 0.5. Everything is following? Yes. So that means the next term will be 75 into 3. 75 into 3. So 75 into 3 is what? 5 3s are 15, 7 3s are 21 plus 1, 20. So this will be 225. D becomes the answer. Understood? Okay, then next. Yeah, let's try this. So what it says, 2, 12, 36, 80, 150x. Now see, this question you will learn it. So the thing is that if you see here, 2, 12, 36, 80, 150, clearly this is an increasing series. This is fine. Then think how is the difference changing? So difference is 10, then difference became 24, then 44. So it does not make much sense. So difference does not make much sense. That means plus minus to nahi hai. Then let's try for multiplication. Now from 2 to 12 is into 6. Very good. 6 to 12 to 6, 12 to 36 is into 3. Fine. But 36 to 80 is something 2 point something, 2.25 something. So this does not make any sense. That means this is not a multiplication series also. Okay, now if this is not there, then what you do? As I told you, you do something called step form. Now we learn how to do step form. Let's see. So how do you do step form? You keep writing the difference between the numbers. Eventually you will get to a pattern. So let's see this. So 2 and so 12 and 2. What is the difference? Difference between them is 10. Then 12 and 36, difference is 24. Then 80 and 36, difference is 44. Then this difference is 80 and 150, 70. And this I don't know. Now, if you see a pattern here, other fine, then otherwise just move forward. Same thing. Now again we will pick two numbers and subtract them. So 24 and 10, difference is 14. This difference is 20. This difference is 26. What will be this difference? Can you see a pattern now? 14, 20, 26. Next will be 32. So most probably it will be 32. What you can also do, you can go one more step further. So this difference is 6. This difference is also 6. So next difference is also has to be, next difference also has to be 6. Now see. Now see 26, this difference is 6. Now 26, now see here, 14 plus 6 came out to be 20, 20 plus 6 came out to be 26. Similarly, 26 plus 6 will come out to be 32. So this will be 32. 70 plus 32 is 102. Then 150 plus 102 is what? 252. So this becomes our answer. You keep on adding like this. 26 plus 6, 32. 70 plus 32, 102. 150 plus 102, 252. So 252 becomes the answer. That is how you do a question using step form. When you observe that the series is increasing, decreasing, whatever, and it is not working out, then you think in terms of step form. Step form actually works very well for series that involve some kind of cubes or square. Some form of cubes or square is there, then it works very well. Okay, like if I tell you, actually this series is what? This series is actually, in my opinion, n cube plus n square. Can you see this? 1 cube plus 1 square is what? 2. Then 2 cube is 8. 8 plus 2 square is 4. 8 plus 4, 12. Then 3 cube is 27. 27 plus 9, 3 square. 27 plus 9, 36. So it is following this pattern. So this is for 4. This is for 5. Next will be for 6. So this will be 6 cube plus 6 square. 6 cube is 216 plus 6 square is 36. You add them both, what you get? 215. So if you see them directly, it's difficult to see, but if you see them directly, then you can do like this. Also, one thing you can get, that the highest power here, for example, the highest power is 3 here. That is also equivalent to number of steps required to get the same thing in step form. So 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. That's why the maximum power will be of 3. That means in some form it involves cubes. Understood? Okay, that's it for this one. Thank you.